Hey everyone, you're looking at my 20-gallon hexagon tank. I just want to make a quick video about if you're an amateur, kind of like myself, and you're looking to start growing live plants and you don't really know where to start. I know there's a lot of information out there that can almost discourage you from not even trying. And a lot of ways, are going to be CO2 injection and buying the expensive substrate with all the nutrients. Uh, all I can say is that whatever works for me may not work for you. Every area is going to be different with water parameters and water quality. But if you look at my substrate, I got the thick gravel here because I didn't have the intentions of doing live plants originally. But after about a month of having this tank, I've had this tank for roughly 7, 8 months. But after about a month, I said, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do live plants, and I'm even gonna do some rooted plants, which is that melon sword you see there in the middle. So I went for it, and it is going off. It obviously needs to be trimmed. That's my water sprite there, and the water sprite in the back. Those are actually water column plants, so they actually don't need nutrients in the gravel, whether you plant them or whether you float them. It just kind of depends on your water quality. So if you are a beginner, I recommend, starting off with water column plants. They can just really, you can float them or you can put them in your gravel, regardless of what gravel you use. Against all odds, my tank actually is thriving with, I would say, pretty poor substrate for what the professionals think you should use for planted tanks. Um, right now, it's a nice little ecosystem I have going. I got 19 fish in here, and all their waste falls to the gravel, and my rooted melon sword actually uses that as fertilizer, so I don't even have to put root tabs in there. Um, Other than that, I got the Anubis here that's rooted as well. A lot of people will attach it to wood or rocks. I just planted it right in the substrate. And like I said, with this many fish in here, all their waste fertilizes all these plants. And as long as you keep your water quality good, check for ammonia, stuff like that, it should turn out pretty good. I just want to say, there's a lot of information out there. Just go for it. See what works, see what doesn't. This obviously needs trimmed because, it's growing at such a fast pace that I really can't keep up, which is great. That means my water's good, everyone's happy, everyone's healthy, water quality's fantastic. But yeah, I'd say if you're starting off, just get some water column plants. They look good. You can plant them in whatever substrate you like. You can, plant them in the gravel. You can float them. You can do whatever you want. I just went ahead and got the melon sword to try a planted or a rooted plant, and it worked out great. Um, so I just say go for it. But like I said, it needs a trim. But just an update on my tank. I think it's looking pretty good right now. It obviously needs a little bit of maintenance, but because of certain fish I have in there, I got a few auto cats in there. A flying fox, or what some people call, the Siamese algae eater. I don't have to clean my glass. I don't clean the algae off the glass. What little I get, my cats do that for me. My glass suckers do that for me. And as far as vacuuming the gravel, I don't do that either because my plants need that fertilizer since I don't have nutrients in my substrate because I just got the cheap gravel. Um, so it's really self-sustaining ecosystem, and everything looks fantastic. So regardless of what the experts say, I just say go for it. If it doesn't work, try something else, and that's what it's all about. Just a learning curve, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. But here's an update, and just do what you want, do what you think looks good for your tank.